Happy Monday, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Dana Neeson, and I wanted to take a moment today and go over my channel. We have several hundred videos on there. It can be overwhelming, especially if you're finding me for the first time. Where do I start? Do I just wait for the new content? And when I find somebody's at YouTube for the first time, I feel the same way. So I wanted to take a moment today and point out some of the most important videos that currently are on my channel that I think that you should pay the most attention to if you haven't already seen them. If you are just now finding this channel, my name is Dana Neeson. I run a telesales team for Tailored Legacy. We sell final expense insurance over the phone with just one carrier. My job is to help you have stronger, more sophisticated sales conversations. All right, so I want to start with just the channel itself. I think sometimes if you are typing in somebody's name and you're looking for a specific video, or if one of my videos just happened to pop up on your feed, that might lead you into a rabbit hole of watching more. But I would implore you to actually visit the channel itself, the homepage itself, which would be at Final Expense Telesales. Once you're on the channel, you're going to have some options down here, and one of them will be videos and another one will be playlists. These are both going to be really important tabs here that I want to help you with in figuring out the most powerful, most important ones that you should pay attention to, because there are a lot, 289 videos. That's a lot of videos to watch. So the first thing I want you to pay attention to is this playlist button. I have put together some of the most commonly requested videos in one place for you. And so this would be a great place to start. In fact, I always recommend that everybody start with the 7-part sales series, breaking down the final expense
because when
process.
you do that,
view full playlist. Okay. So the 7-part sales series breaks down from part 1 to part 7, all the different parts of the sales process. So this is, if you're going to come to my channel, this would definitely be the first place I would recommend you start, which would be exploring discovery, education, problem awareness, managing expectations, quoting, objection handling, and collecting referrals. If you're going to start anywhere, this is definitely the place to start. I highly recommend watching all of them. You can see that a lot of people are mostly engaged in part 1, and then it quickly drops off by 50%. And then it drops off again by another 50% and another, 50% after that. So don't just pick and choose the ones that you think you're going to need to see success. I highly recommend listening to all 7. Okay, so that would be the first place I would recommend you start. As on the playlist as well, you will find interviews. So if you want to hear some interviews of agents and managers on this team and their successes and what they did, you can go on here, and I've compiled them all in one place for you. As well as live sales call reviews, which is probably one of the most requested types of videos that we produce here. So you're going to have different topics. I can't find my banking info, live call recording where the person had no family, it was just looking. So these are going to be live call reviews that will be really helpful for any agent, whether you're new or have experience. As well as another series that I created several months ago, the 100 live sales calls, that was broken down into 3 different parts. The first one gives you 50 live outbound calls in the first 30 seconds. The second one focuses on end of call objections, and the last one focuses on the middle part. So this would be a really, really deep dive into actual calls, not just the theory of it. We also have advanced telesales training here in a part 1 and part 2 on multiple objections, getting multiple objections in the first 30 seconds, as well as reviewing some live calls with those objections. So putting what we learned into practice. We also have on the channel, if you were to click on videos, this will give you all the videos in order of when they were posted. And I'm just going to point out some of the ones that if you were to try to find which ones would be important for you, which ones they would be, besides the ones that I already put on the playlist. So if we were to scroll down a little bit here, definitely I would say right here, how to become a master objection finder. This would be a really good one to watch because this really focuses on objection prevention, not objection handling. I would also have you watch the first 30 seconds revised. This just takes a deep dive on mastering the first 30 seconds. That would be a really important one to watch. And besides those two, as well as all the live calls, I think this one is already part of a playlist. I'll put it there in case it's not. Live call reviews. Okay, now it's there. I would say that those are going to give you the basics of the information that you're going to need to at least build a foundation for success. Of course, I will continue to put out more content as often as I possibly can to help you along through your sales journey, especially if you don't have a mentor or a coach. It's always good to be top of mind when it comes to the things that we're talking about, because if it's relevant to us in the final expense world, it's probably relevant to you. So use this as your classroom. It is a free resource. It is something you don't have to pay for. The only thing I have ever asked in return from anybody who has been following me is to engage in the content that's being created. So please give all the videos a like when you're on them, including this one. Please post a comment below. I'm always interested in hearing what you would like more content for. And the reason I did this today is because the last time I requested content ideas, it was really for a lot of what is already on there. So I thought a little tour of the channel will help you find some of that content that you've already requested if you haven't yet found it. I will continue to be posting live sales call reviews, as well as objection handling strategies, objection prevention strategies, giving you some tips and tricks to help you overcome mindset and roadblocks that will always be present on the channel. But please use the content and the resources that are currently available to you today, because I don't think that they are used as much as they should. Thank you for watching. Sorry I don't have additional content to share with you today, but I will be back with more content for you later this week. Thanks, guys.